Hey, how is everybody? I hope that you are having a good start to your weekend, or a good weekend in progress, or, just a generally good day. If for some reason you are severely displaced in time and it is not the weekend for you at all. Um, Hello, Shadows of Life. It is good to see you. I have no idea if anybody else is here, but I made it, despite the fact that my body did not want to get up, and I managed to force myself to open my eyes and start getting ready 10 minutes before stream started. Hello, Elixir. You're adulting? Oh gosh, taxes and bills. No, I do need to do that. No, I do need to do taxes. Yeah. That's a thing. But I'm awake, sort of. I'm here. I was like, I can't skip today. I put a day off in my schedule and it is tomorrow. I need to be here today. I actually have things to do too. Like, I don't have the time to sleep through entire days. It's just that I don't know. Well, I do know. It's partly that my ADHD meds are, at the moment, completely ineffective. It's as though I didn't take them, which makes getting up and getting going very difficult unless there is a time crunch to do something. So having the stream is the only reason I'm up now. Because I see the doctor on Tuesday, and we'll be letting the doctor know that, yeah, these meds completely ineffective now. Absolutely no effect at all. I might as well not take them. So anyway, there was a fun little teaser that I saw on Shitter. Yes, I saw something on Shitter. Not because I was scrolling through Shitter. Shitter is the pronunciation of Xitter, which is, as you know, what happened to one of the good social places. But yes, I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm gonna share this because it looks really fun. I just don't have a, let's see, let's do window capture. And let's not have it be quite that large, but that is the window. And you can see that. That's all there is. There's no other information, but I'm excited because it be the stream punks and it be their name in a title font from Star Trek. And it looks exciting. As you know, I am not actually part of the Stream Punks, other than just being a fan. But excite. That got posted today. So I am a mod for Eric now. This is true. Speaking of, that's one of the things I needed to do this weekend. Like, we started out, and it was a lovely idea because it cost zero money at all, for the roleplay game stuff happening on Eric's Discord, we started out doing a sort of wiki, building it using Google Sites. And it was great. It quickly became obvious that we needed an actual wiki. So we're in the process of building the actual wiki, which required a little bit of cost outlay. And that's what I need to be doing right now. I need to be building entries into the wiki of like people's mission log updates from the role playing. And instead I was asleep. I apologize. I will get it done. And sooner rather than later. It's weird. I'm supposed to give you guys like a full comprehensive, here was my convalescent film festival, and here's what I thought of the movies. Again, I was asleep. That said, I'm still sort of watching movies. I haven't posted titles, but like, I decided that I needed to see the original Godzilla movies. So I have been watching them. Because they are all part of the Criterion collection, and that means that almost all of them are available on Max, which is really weird to call it that because it's HBO. So I've been watching them. For some reason, the third movie isn't there, though. The third movie is King Kong versus Godzilla from 1956 or something. And it's not there. So I haven't seen that one yet. But it's funny because I got to Mothra versus Godzilla and I was like, I've seen this one. And then I just last night watched Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. And I was like, I've definitely seen this one. So apparently I've seen some of them before. A cursory search. Hi, Detective Zen. A cursory search of the extra decks has revealed one deck which is used to display old sofas, a deck which is a wooden creation of the bridge run by sock puppets, and a deck which is just a 4x4 room containing a haggard old man repeatedly yelling, "Why does nobody think of Johnson?" These liminal quarters explain how crewman Gary seems to be able to get into a lot of secure areas of the ship without anybody knowing. Oh, it's fun. We should... your post, Detective Zen, sounds very accurate and makes me think of a game. The first part? Oh gosh, I missed the first part. A large group of scientists and security have been sent to the lower decks of the ship when it was discovered that crewman Gary's quarters seemed to be its own liminal space within the ship with a seemingly unlimited number of extra decks that don't fit into the design schematics of Rogue Ship 1. Oh boy. Gary. In some ways, that's like Control, the game that we were playing on Sundays that will now be slotted in at some point in time. Because I'm going to finish it. But it also makes me think of Superliminal, which was a game that messes with reality in quite fun and interesting puzzle ways, that was super, super popular on the Twitcherverse back in 2020. And I have yet to play, but I've watched so many people play it. And in fact, Stephen Joyce was playing it earlier. Superliminal is a good game. It also has a voice that sounds oh so much like GLaDOS. I really, really keep expecting that voice to promise us non-existent cake. No, not just non-existent cake. False cake. Hi, Pretty Witchery. You can't bother me. It's not possible. Because I enjoy having you here. I was telling of my failure to actually do anything because I could not get my eyes to open up and stay open. Unless you are secretly crewman Gary, I'm not sure you could bother me. We haven't been to Mars in 2 weeks because I couldn't wake up last week. Pretty witchery. Crewman Gary is a fictional crew person on the Rogue Ship 1, which is a starship shaped like a bicocket that I have yet to have art done for. That is the fictional ship that the Rogues Gallery is upon. Or actually, I don't even know that we're the Rogues Gallery anymore. I think we're just Rogue Ship 1. The Rogues Gallery was a lovely idea, but I think over time we have officially developed into Rogue Ship 1, and I just need to get art done of the ship. Oh my gosh. No, you do not want crewman Gary in our RP. Oh my. Have you seen have you seen, you being the entire viewership, Short Treks? Star Trek Short Treks. There's one episode of Short Treks. I think it's in season 2. Season 2, episode 2, The Trouble with Edward. I would say crewman Gary is quite like Edward. Edward Larkin, science officer on the USS Cabot, tries to solve a planet's food shortage by adding human DNA to tribbles, against his captain's orders, creating a species that is born pregnant and reproduces at an exponential rate. The Cabot is overrun. Larkin dies when he's trapped under multiplying tribbles and left behind while the rest of the crew escapes. Science officer Edward Larkin of the USS Cabot is how I picture crewman Gary on Rogue Ship 1. Gary isn't that bad. No, Gary's worse. Also, oh gosh, I didn't notice, but Shadows of Life, congratulations. It looks like you were randomly selected as the VIP for this stream. Yay! But I just, money has been tight. Tribbles seem like a poor food source. Not a lot of meat to be skinning. I don't know. But I do have plans. Eventually there will be, maybe it's hair pasta. Sorry, distraction. Wow. I do have plans for new graphics. I tried making them myself. You don't want to see what I tried to make. So I need to get somebody else to do them. And I'm not going to do AI, so I need to have money in order to make it happen. But yeah, I like the graphics I have that Bree did, but I need to move on from the gallery and head to the Rogue Ship 1, because that is our community. Our community is on Rogue Ship 1. Half here is fine. In fact, speaking of half here, I should probably actually have the game open and actually begin. Because the game we're supposed to play today is the game. The game. The whole reason, well, not the whole reason, but the one game that since the day I started streaming, I was like, this is the game I want to play. And we're finally playing it 3 years on, because I wouldn't let myself play it until I played all the games before it in the series. So I want to play the game. what I was thinking for Crewman Gary's Captain's Log game is, if you join Eric's RPG channel, if this is the ship he's assigned to, try to go out on missions, has to keep returning to space dock for repairs due to some bizarre accidents. Oh, that would be lovely. That's actually, that would be fun and an interesting, like, I would think it would end up being a Starfleet Corps of Engineers mystery sort of storyline where the Corps of Engineers ends up being called in to try and figure out why this ship keeps breaking and like what the heck is going on. There's an NPC ship he could be on. I made a character. I might need to redo because now some of the options are better on the character generator. But I made a character who is an Aurelian who works for Memory Alpha. And that is my character for the Captain's Log. I just haven't gotten it posted and like done the stuff. So Gary being accidentally stranded on a planet that, golly gosh, is just too far out to go get him. But somehow he gets back to the station. Exactly, Detective Sen. That would be like, I do like the idea of the character. The character is really fun. It's just having it not interfere with other players is the thing. Just don't blow up the station. We don't have engineers. Wait, we don't have engineers? We have archivists, we've got captains, we have a lot of captains. Some of them had to have been engineers, right? It's fine. It's all fine. I'm actually going to put the game on screen though, because if I don't, I will never play it. We can chat though, because we're just on Mars. Speaking of Mars, wait, no, I have no deaths. Speaking of Mars, the Streampunks Mars game got a grant to submit to festivals, which amazing. Awesome. We're just on Mars. Exactly. Pranks Corps members. Imagine if you blew up Callisto Station, people would cry. Do not blow up Callisto Station. Right. I have no idea what we were doing, and I realized I never opened my notes. I should open my notes. I would... I would have to take a Klingon bird of prey and slingshot it around the sun. Because everyone knows that's how you travel back in time. With a time warp calculated by flying a Klingon bird of prey around the sun. Hi, Tantaralas. Hello, bees. Notes on. Or a Borg queen. Follow a Borg queen into the past. Honestly, there are a lot of ways to achieve time warp. Really, the easiest way is just to wait for somebody from the future to show up because they're mad at you for having changed the past. And then you'll get to go to the past. Oh gosh. I have competing sounds in my ears because I had the soundtrack still playing while hearing the game. It was bad. I just would prefer not to time travel in the way that La'an Noonien Singh did, because that was traumatic. Although she did get to go to a lovely town in Canada. That for some reason Kirk thought was New York. It was not. It was Montreal. Wasn't it? It was Montreal, right? I'm trying to remember now. I think it was Montreal. Surprisingly, was not Vancouver. I know that. The simple way is to step into one's shadow and step out of a shadow in the past or future. That only works for shadows of life. Right. We explored a town and talked to a bunch of people, but we still didn't find any of the 3 people we need signatures from, which is the thing that we need in order to do any of the quests in this game. I'm in front of a door. Is it because I want to open the door? The door is locked. I have no idea where I am or what I'm doing. I love coming back to games that way. Blindness? Wait, can you not see? You should be able to see. The game should be visible. Oh, sorry. Reading the chat. Nope. What happens if someone lights the ship in such a way that there are no shadows? I get it. In fact, yes. If you light the ship in a way that there are no shadows, it's because there's no light on the ship. And that would cause a lack of shadows. All the inventory I dumped. Yeah, this door is locked. There's a locked door? I don't think I have a key. Here, at least. No light would mean all shadows. Well, there is that perspective. I think that's a philosophical debate that one could have. This won't work, but it should work. It will not let me break down the door with a pickaxe. I knew it wouldn't, and yet I should be able to break down the door with a pickaxe, or, you know, with a hand drill. Honestly, most of the things I have would be great for breaking down a door. Ooh, yes. Let's try this. Use the crowbar on the door. The pry bar works on spaceship doors, but apparently not on Martian structural doors. Game has not seen The Shining. I downloaded a new game last night that I have been waiting for, and that I'm sure will be a good game. It's still in early access, but I downloaded it, I opened it up, and I created my character, and I started playing, and I was immediately disappointed. It was Nightingale. We cannot ask the door a question. And I was not disappointed because it's a disappointing game. I was immediately disappointed because it's first person. And I was excited. I've been waiting for this game. I signed up to be part of their the alpha. I signed up to like do preview stuff, and I didn't get picked, but I tried because I've been waiting for this game. And so it's out in early access. I'm excited. I want to play it. I was not expecting it to be first person. And I have to sit with that for a minute before I'll be able to actually play it. It is always online, which Detective Zen, that feedback is the #1 feedback they have gotten since early access launched. And they have said that they are prioritizing offline mode for single player play. So that is the number one feedback they got in early access, and so it is their priority. Be right, UK. Thank you so much for the 500 bits. Knock knock. Who's there? The doctor. The doctor who? No, just the doctor. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. That calls for.
Well, that's all right then.
That I hope you heard and saw. I need to have a button. I don't know how to set up a button in my Stream Deck to make that happen. I mean, I could just play it. There's got to be a way for me to do a redeem. I'll worry about that later. Now that I know that I always,
well, that's all right
at
then.
the start of at the start of every stream, I have to go in and run the test alert twice so that it functions. No idea why. All right, it is morning on Mars. Where shall we go to? It's morning on Mars. Maybe it's good that my internet sucks. Streaming seems to be mostly tech issues. It does, actually. Not morning on Mars. I was thinking more along the lines of like a Martian morning show. All right, these people are supposed to be somewhere at the Bonaventure Hotel. We were just in Hellas, weren't we? No, we were in Elysium. And my notes say in the area around Syrtis Major. So we need to go further west. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. It's such a toy maker prank, though. Arguing with their sub counter. Yeah, well, and there are many ways that I could have implemented the GIF, the all right video play. I chose to use it to test the built-in alerts that are just part of Twitch now. So it is running just from Twitch. Which I will say I expected it to function slightly better than it does. There are third-party services I could use to do the same thing.
Well, that's all right then.
And I was attempting not to use the third-party services and just to use the built-in thing. Adulting has been completed today. Yay! You can infantilize now. Or, well, you can also just exist however you wish now. You see a marker flag, 16 North, 102 East. 16 North, 102 East. Do I have any info on this location? So we're not far from Jack Siegel's group at 10 North 110. No, that's 110 West. Sorry. That's 20 South 113 West. west, west. 25 north, 121 east is north of Elysium, a bridge. I don't know why there's a flag here. I was thinking I'd mod stream and play my SW5E Star Wars 5E D&D game. I guess anything's an option now that the taxes are done and bills are paid. You can be a cat if you want to. You can cat if you want to. You can leave your friends behind because your friends don't cat, and if they don't cat, then they're no friends of thine. Hey, it worked. I wasn't sure how I was gonna do it because it like normally it's we, and it ends with mine. But thine worked just fine. Thine was fine. All right. Ooh, there's a flag, and there's a building. Yeah, it was a marker flag, but I don't know what it's for. Or possibly I don't know what it's 5. This is okay. This is that's the canal, and this is the canal. I think that marker flag is marking Syrtis Major, Planum. Or not. Oh, what? I'm lost. I think I know where I am, but thank you, Be Right UK, again for 500 more bits. Everybody wants to be a cat. Why would everybody want to be something that just regurgitates everything fed to it? It's a Unix joke. I don't know enough about Unix to understand the joke, but I will take your word for it and offer you points in return. Ah, okay, I know where I am. I still don't know what that flag is meant to mark. But it is just east of the berry bush forest, west of Elysium Mons. Those are useful directions, right? Just east of berry forest, west of Elysium Mons. It was tabbed out, and I was going to say, you might want to get your cat checked out before Rogan read it was a joke. Hey, Mark, what does that flag mean to you? I don't know. Ooh, the command cat in Unix-like systems copies its input to its output. It might seem meaningless, but it's useful plumbing to join multiple separate commands together. Okay, yeah. I could see how that would be useful. It would be like joining strings. It would make joining strings easier. Doing a sort of concatenation. Oh, can you imagine a concat nation? Oh dear. A concat nation. That sounds dangerous. A nation full of cats that are dead set on conning people. I mean, they'd probably be cool cats. All cats are dead set on conning people. Better than a concave nation. uh, there are times where I just can't escape the pun. Exactly. For example, cat ABC bar WC dash I would concatenate the files A, B, and C and count how many text lines in total are in them. Ah, so WC would be word count. Interesting. My cat is giving me the stare right now, which is nothing but an attempt to intimidate me into early dinner. I mean, come on, Elixir. Your cat has never eaten it in its entire life. How can you be so mean? You see a rail car. It is empty. A rail stop. So these rails head to the canal from somewhere, and there's a person man. There's an adventurer. Yes, I said a person man. In this game, you have to specify. What's funny is I did it again. I have an entire list of notes of people we've talked to, and not a one of them says where we found them. This is very like me. Let's talk to the adventurer. Knowing where we found them would be helpful? Well, all I can do is start now. 9 north, 72 east. Just be grateful you don't have a Paddington bear. I'm familiar with the character of Paddington Bear. I'm slightly concerned that this might be a sexual reference of some sort that I am unaware of. But I have no idea what. I'm sure it's fine, but I'm slightly wary. You see a lean man with a graying beard. Hey there, I need help. My companions are caught in a cave-in. A Paddington Bear stare is intimidating. Is it anything like a Care Bear stare? Why are you slathered in marmalade under... Oh God, Pretty Witchery, you went there. First, tell me your name. You were thinking worse. Call me Yellen. Dr. David Yellen. He smiles at you and gives you a firm handshake. Hey, he's not a Martian. Smug Sean Connery, help us. Pleased to meet you, sir. Tell me your job. My companions and I have been charting Mars since our arrival in 1893. We are looking for iron ore. Iron ore what? I had to type it. He said they were looking for iron ore. Iron or what? I know. Low-hanging fruit. All right, let's ask about the cave-in. Sherman, Dupre, and I were surveying in this old mine. Oh, wait. Is this like all three of the ones I need signatures from? Plus, Dupre is definitely going to join our party. Sherman, Yellen, and Dupre. Yeah, it's all three of the people I need signatures from in order to get into Olympus so that I can get Trippet to fix the conveyor belt, to restart the Martian power station, so that I can get the motherlode, so that I can hopefully free the humans at Elysium from their Martian possession, and help the Martians to cultivate new plant bodies for themselves so that we can save the Martian civilization and get all the humans back to Earth alive. Like, this is main plot. We're not even side questing right now, except that the main plot is here's your main quest. Oh, but you need to do this first, but you need to do that first, but you need to do this first, but you need to do that first. So the main quest is essentially a bunch of side quests to get to main quest, which makes sense. You just have to follow the Great Material Continuum, and eventually you'll get what you need. There was a sudden rumble and the ceiling fell in. Sherman and Dupre are still trapped inside the mine. We have to drill them out. Hey, I have a drill. I will drill your hole. Dr. Yellen points to the nearby mine entrance and says, the entrance is right over there. Make sure to take some oxium with you. I have oxium, which is both money and drill your hole. Thank you for the self-care. I still need to do the ding thing. I'm sorry. I'm a ding-a-ling. Stretchy stretch. Oh, wow. Yeah, it'll be time for an ad break here in a moment. Thank you for the self-care redeem.
Well, that's all right then.
My ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling. That's all I remember of that song, thankfully. The unassembled drill parts are in the shack to the west outside the mine entrance. Oh, wait. Parts in shack west outside mine. Wait, they're outside your entrance? As much as we try, we can't break the ads. Ooh, gosh, Be Right UK, thank you for 500 more bits. There's a UK radio comedy show called I'm Sorry, I Haven't a Clue that has been running since April 1972. It's a fake game show and has a round called Uxbridge English Dictionary, which has new definitions for words you may have seen. An example your comment made me think of: irony, very much like iron. How could that show never have made it here? I've never seen I'm Sorry, I Haven't a Clue. I loved Whose Line Is It Anyway? I'm gonna have to find old episodes because that sounds hilarious. It sounds so good. There's another show, more recent, where The Goes Wrong Show I've really been enjoying. I grew up with Whose Line Is It Anyway? It was amazing. I didn't really watch Drew's Line, which was the Drew Carey hosted version. I very much just like the original British version of Whose Line Is It Anyway? So good. But yeah, we've seen all of The Goes Wrong Show that has been available for streaming over here. It's also quite good. There's one There's one where the goes wrong show is essentially they're putting on a play and things go wrong. And I think my favorite one is that the set builder interpreted all of the measurements incorrectly. Basically, I think like they made the set based on centimeters instead of meters. And they act out the play in the tiny set, and it's hilarious. So Drew's line had Robin Williams on it. I could see that would be good. Additional word. Lanination. New Zealand? Rumination. Australia. Lanination. I'm not sure I get those, which I love. Lamb. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. I love that there's wordplay that I didn't immediately get. Like, that to me is just wonderful. Wordplay that I didn't get right at the beginning. Yes, I love that the wordplay has to be explained to me sometimes. Oxyus? No, oxium. Just choose some oxium and it will give you all the oxygen you need down there. And anywhere else on the planet too. Without it, it's difficult to stay conscious for long. Keep chewing, and if you need to relieve yourself of some of the liquid, be sure to use one of the spittoons you'll find here and there. Sorry, we've got 4 minutes until the next auto ads, so I'm gonna try and get through the conversation with him before that happens. But I thought it was because of the rum rebellion. My brain also went to rum the drink. I found all these parts of what I'm sure is a Martian drill in the shack outside the mine entrance, but I lack the tool to assemble it. Well, I've got a tool for you. A wrench would do it. I happen to have a wrench. Yes, that wrench will work just fine. I do hope we're not too late. Mr. Carnegie sent us out to find some iron to finish the space cannon. The what now? This is the first time we've heard of the space cannon. Talk to Mr. Carnegie about it. He's in Olympus. Well then. We're just gonna talk to Mr. Carnegie about the space cannon. Well, it's canon now. I'm sorry, but I haven't time for that now. Sherman and Dupre are in peril of their lives. He won't sign yet. Join. No friend, but thank you for the offer. I have no idea why I gave him that accent, but we should hurry. My friends cannot survive much longer. Well, that's all right then. I have finished the speaking to the man. All right, there's the cave. There's supposed to be a shack. Hey, look, it's a shack. I don't believe its last name is O'Neill, though. Oil. Oil. A drill cart. A hammer. A Martian pick. Nothing in the crate. a drill. I cannot lift the drill. One minute until automated ads. Use wrench on use wrench. The drill's power is connected. Well, huzzah that. We have a drill that I guess we're gonna move. I should maybe get the oil. It will not let me move people in this game. Okay, I'm gonna pause it here because auto ads are about to play. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Get some beverages, get rid of some liquid, have a snack, have a stretch, take your meds. See you soon. Okay, I'm back. I think the ads should be done. And I don't have any problem if we want to moo. Moo. You're right, UK. Let's see. There's a web-page audio service called BBC Sounds, which is available internationally as an archive of comedy and drama from the BBC. The original broadcasts were on BBC Radio 4, but you can find shows by their title too. Be aware the Clue host may lean heavily into double entendres and pretend innocence on the audience reaction. As you may guess, having been on for 52 years and counting, there are many in-jokes. I'm just gonna throw that in there. If you choose to seek those out, be aware there may be terminology, but that's amazing. BBC Sounds. That sounds cool. Music, radio, podcasts. And one of the things is just listen to BBC Radio 4 on BBC Sounds. It has now been bookmarked for me in my entertainment bookmarks. So I'm gonna have to check that out. I wanted to come back and moo at you all, because somebody suggested that we're gonna moo. Ooh, BBC Sounds had some of the Big Finish 10th Doctor adventures. I'm definitely going to check them out then. I didn't moo at you though. Sort of. I mean, I did, but I didn't. Does that make sense? You're in the way. Move out of the way. I suppose maybe I should control person one. Wait. Oh. There's a lovely mooing segment. Sorry, I'm stuck on mooing at the moment. There's a lovely mooing segment in Rent. And my brain wanted to do it, but I'm not very good at it, so I didn't do it. That's because none of us got enough love in our childhood. Oh, I don't have to. Oh, okay, cool. I don't have to do the move command. I can just. The only thing to do is jump over the moon. Yes. I do have fond memories of. I think it was my second trip to New York. Might have been my first year going. But I got to see the original cast live on Broadway in New York. Our seats were at the very top of the balcony because we just got them from the TKTS line, which at the time you had to physically go and stand in line. Now the TKTS line is online. And I was on a high school trip, and I don't remember what other shows we saw that time, but I know we saw original cast of Rent, and I remember after the show, when we were sort of milling around, like waiting for the group to gather so that we could leave, I remember like watching Anthony Rapp leave the theater and being like just a few feet from him. I was so starstruck. I don't know Pretty Witchery, but she was a joy to watch live. Detective Zen, yeah, today now. Be online to be in line. I wonder, gosh, it has been so long since I was in New York for a show. The last show I saw was Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. back when it was still running and it had Josh Groban in it. But I used to go up, and me and my friend Jenny would literally sleep on the sidewalk overnight to get $10 front row tickets to Chicago, which is how I saw Nana Visitor playing Roxy Hart in the first performance after September 11th. It was yeah, we were a little silly, but we had this whole thing, like, we knew what to do, and you just go and because you had to just physically line up, and the first people in line were the first ones that had the opportunity to get the really, really cheap front row seats. And so you'd show up the night before and stay there all night because you had to be in line, in your place in line, when the ticket people came. And then once they came and took down your name, you could leave and go do other stuff and come back to actually buy the tickets later. But yeah. Only real theater experience was The Lion King when you were 13. Can you imagine doing that today? Someone would send cops after your parents or a child protective services after your parents. Yeah. I mean, I was in college when I was doing that, but yeah. Either means you bought tickets for the play or you were so desperate to leave the city, you huddled in the station overnight. I mean, we were just out on the sidewalk. We weren't in a station even. I also saw, I did rush seats for, hello, brain. It's a Mel Gibson movie. The Producers. Gosh, hello, brain. Did rush seats for The Producers that way too. Those, you didn't get front row seats. You got standing room at the back, but I got to see Nathan Lane and Matthew Broderick's understudy, which is fine because we knew Matthew Broderick's understudy, and so we were more interested in seeing him perform than in seeing Matthew Broderick. A switch bar? I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I'm explore the cave. And then of course my friend Jenny ended up working at the theater where Chicago was performed. And we saw Susan Egan at Studio 54 in Cabaret. She was playing Sally Bowles. Susan Egan was the original actress who played Belle in Beauty and the Beast on Broadway. And she's also the voice of Megara in Disney's Hercules. And we were in her house seats for the final performance of the year 1999 in Cabaret. And my friend Jenny, she's, wait, an ammonoid? I didn't even see it. She's a performer, and I think she's living in Florida right now because she has been trying to get a performing job with Disney for a while. She's just been sort of working at Disney. She was very active in the DC theater scene for a while. Sort of the biggest show, I guess, that she's been in. She was the pianist for the national tour of Waitress, the musical. But yeah, most of the things that I have done in seeing theater, I would not have done had it not been for her. I don't have that kind of confidence to just go and like sleep on the sidewalk. My total live theater experiences are a traveling company that was doing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, The Lion King in the Capitol Theater. The Lion King is amazing live. Sydney Wicked. Wicked is also amazing live. Community Theater one town over where Glinda didn't have a bubble dress. Some black and silver thing. Pianist. Yes, she was the she was the pianist. She had to audition for Sarah Bareilles, like, in order to get the job. She had to meet and play for Sarah Bareilles. Carrying too much already. I don't have any bullets. Too many bullets over Broadway. Well, that's a show I wish I'd seen. Bullets over Broadway. Okay, now I have a weapon. So many ammonoids. Can't afford to go see Wicked in Sydney. Well, the movie is going to come out really soon. Your only theater experience was a college play with Will Smith. Not that one. A friend you met in college. Be right, UK. A granary. A home for old ladies. You do not need to shut up. That is an excellent definition for a granary. I know. I don't understand. Like, the movie's coming out in 2 parts? I don't, like, what? It's a movie based on the musical. The musical runs the standard length of a movie. What did they add to make it into 2 movies? I don't understand. When I heard that there was a second movie, I was like, did they make a musical movie out of Son of a Witch? Because there are 4 books. Whoever's decided The Hobbit should be a trilogy is out there adding films to everything. Yeah. I'm very confused. More ticket cost. There's book material too, but we don't. Yeah, the musical was perfect as it is. The musical is really, really good. It does not need additional. Yeah. My Philip says he also thinks that they missed their window. Like, people will see it, but it would have been much, much bigger had it come out a couple years ago. Rare case of we're fine without adding more from the book. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna read all 4 books, having the extra material from the book is necessary. But for the bones of the story and for the musical, you don't need the rest of the book. It won't go in that direction. Use assembled. No, that's what I'm doing. I get to drill things. I'm a huge Wicked girly, but even though I like the sneak peek, I just don't care. Yeah. Oh, an animated movie. That would have been amazing. And like, I like the story and I'm all about it. Like the musical is great. It deserved to be a movie, but it's been so long in coming, and now they're making it into 2 movies that I'm just much less interested in it than I was before. I have to come all the way back out here in order to get this drill where I want it. Oops. But it's fine. Yo, you're in the way. Move your butt. Cannot overstate how much I would have been all over this 15 years ago. Yeah. Exactly. I'm more excited about the fact that they just released a movie version of The Color Purple, the musical, which was quite well done. Or the fact that they did The Last 5 Years a couple years back. Like, I'm more excited for the other musicals that are coming out. A Uniformed Man. I'm guessing that's going to be Dupre. And... or maybe that is. I can't remember what Dupre generally looks like. Dupre is a character that is in the game, basically in all the games. Notes are on. All right, let's talk to them. We have saved them from the cave. We'll start with a blonde, sharp-eyed man in his early 30s. He brushes off some dirt from his clothes. I missed part of the... wow. Anyway, I was able to find someone to free us from that damned cave-in. He looks closely at... He looks at you closely, then says, "Pardon my staring, but your face is quite familiar." "Wouldn't you say so, Dupre?" Okay, so this is Sherman. Look, I made a progress. This is excessively nerdy, but I actually made a little bubble dress for a small doll that you take around sometimes for when you went to the Wicked Community Theater show. That is not excessively nerdy. That is amazing. I may have attended 3 years at a conservatory where the primary thing they taught was a musical theater. So that just seems like a normal thing to do to me. Dupre looks at you and says, "Yes, indeed. Quite a match for the bartender of the Lucky Lady Saloon in Kansas City. Nevertheless, I owe you my life. Please, allow me to accompany you on your explorations. I've been many places on the planet, and my knowledge might prove beneficial." He gathers his gear and readies himself to follow you. "I would be honored to join your adventures." So Sherman is joining us. People freak out about dolls. I never know when I'm going to cause myself a headache by mentioning them. No, that is... yeah, I don't know why people freak out about certain things. Oh my gosh, it's a Lord Portico. Hello, Torpedo. Taking off your moot court judge's robe. Richard Sherman from Philadelphia. Philadelphia, that's what I said. What be your job, Richard Sherman? Since our arrival on Mars, I have been exploring with my companions, Dr. Yellen and Major Dupre. Major? Most recently, we were searching for another source of iron ore for Mr. Carnegie so that his steel-making efforts can continue. Oh gosh, Lord Portico, thank you so much for gifting us up to Pretty Witchery. Yay! Enjoy your bicock at Pretty Witchery. I enjoy toy photography too, but to be honest, just found it comforting to have one in my pocket sometimes. She's only 5 inches tall. That's I don't know why that would be a problem. I mean, I still sleep with a stuffed cat in my bed. Its name is Tiny. It is a black pound purry that I have had since I think I got it when I was 9. And it belongs in the bed. That's where it goes. That's where it stays. I have other stuffed animals. I have other plush. They don't live in the bed. Tiny lives in the bed. She's an elf and her name is Fawn. That is awesome. All right, I'm asking about Yellen. David is a noted anthropologist back on Earth. He and I met in Philadelphia when he was on holiday. Since then, we've traveled together on many expeditions. On my couch, I have 2 plush Transformers named Softimus Prime and Slumblebee. I have never even conceived of plush Transformers, and that is amazing. That is just so amazing. Softimus Prime and Slumblebee. A toy rabbit that is 3 inches tall. So small she wears Calico Critters clothes. Your bed and sofas feel very bare now. You need a plush, Lord Portico. They actually transform into plush cars? Oh my gosh. That is amazing. I just have like makeshift plush of like the Bard and Alex the Honking Bird, and then a few plush from when I was a kid. Amazing. If we get you a Tribble soon, you'll have an abundance. Yeah, Tribbles be like that. Okay. We've traveled a great many places together. Before our unexpected trip to Mars, we 3 were exploring the Congo and Orinoco. You lack the needed amounts of quadritriticale. It's in the blood, you know. We've been exploring Mars for the last 2 years fairly thoroughly. There are some very interesting locations we've discovered. Ooh, locations. Tell me the locations. It's funny. I don't know how coherent this is to people because I read the game, I read the chat. I read the game, I read the chat. It's fine. Oh gosh, Zen, you should be able to let me just. Yeah, thank you, Lord Portico. Or thank you, whoever, yeah, Portico, for doing the permit, just to be sure. Y'all. I mean, that is illegally cool. It's everything you ever wanted. How could you not buy them? That is amazing. Exact dimensions will vary since he's soft and the shape shifts slightly. At any rate, Softimus Prime is a soft toy version of G1 Optimus Prime with a red short-nosed cab and blue hitch area. The details are painted onto the cloth and include 6 black tires, bluish windows, silver smokestacks, and red Autobot logos on either side where the shoulders would be. It's a well-worn color scheme, of course, so there's not really anything new here, but he's faithful to the original color set, which is really all that's required here. The paint job is quite good. The grille, bumper headlights, license plate, Prime 1, roof lights, wipers, and rear suspension are all visible, and there are little holes on the exhausts. The exhaust pipes and tires are actually protruding bits of cloth with padding inside them, so he's more than just a box with paint. My only gripe is that the robot feet stick up at the end of the hitch section. Granted, it would have been easy to fix this since the hitch section forms his legs and an actual hinge is out of the question, so I'm not really upset about it, but it does detract, or it wouldn't have been easy. A pretty good effort, really. The boxiness of the front is admirable considering this guy is made up of soft material, and I really appreciate the distinct smokestacks. I do prefer Slumblebee's car mode, mainly because the feet here stick up. But in context of what they set out to achieve, the designer has done a great job with this truck. I don't know who's doing the review, who this person is, but I appreciate. And Slumblebee! Oh my word! Exact dimensions will vary because he's soft and the shape shifts slightly. Anyway, Slumblebee is a soft toy that's designed to resemble a yellow VW Beetle without actually stepping on copyright. The shape clearly resembles a VW, and many of the screen-printed details are designed to resemble those of Bumblebee in one incarnation or another. The windows are blue, the bumper's black, and the license plates have BB1 printed on them, and the tires are black with silver hubcaps. The detailing on this toy is pretty good. There's shadowing on the windows and across the yellow body of the car, while there are diffusion lines on the lights and air intakes on the sides. The tires are formed quite well and are specifically padded, which is nice. They don't roll, of course. It's not really possible to make plush axles. In fact, there isn't really any play value as such. Squeezing doesn't count, nor does cuddling the toy in bed. Whether or not Slumblebee lies flat on the table will really depend on where the various robot bits end up inside the toy. A decent effort overall, even if it's a slightly uneven lump painted as a car. Considering that he transforms, I'm willing to give this car mode some slack. Plush toy inanimate objects often struggle to capture the object they're attempting, and Slumblebee does a decent job of being a sports hatch. Yeah, he's lumpy, but he's a bunch of limbs mashed inside and still looks like a VW Beetle. That is amazing work. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that. They're perfect. Detective said, yeah, basically Bumblebee folds inside out. It reminds me a bit of the Popples from, I don't know if you all remember Popples. But they were these little like plush toys. Oh gosh, no. Nope. I just want the picture, please. That would fold inside into a little pouch, and so basically they would just become a ball, and then they would fold out into the animal. That's sort of what it reminds me of as far as like functionality and construction. But wow, just absolutely amazing. I had a Popple when I was a kid. I remember Popples. So amazing. Wow. I enjoyed that distraction. Flip out plushies are fiddly to make. Yeah, You have to think through the design and then get it to work. Just amazing. Okay, I need to... not try and find Slumblebee for sale somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna focus on the game for a minute. Sherman strokes his beard and says, yes, we placed many markers near them as we passed for topographic reference. If you ever have a question about a particular location, ask me. Ooh. Ask me. All right, Dupre. He points to Dupre. Greg, or should I say Major Dupre. Oh my God, Dupre has a first name now? Was attached to the 7th Regiment, 3rd Cavalry. We became friends during an expedition into Apache territory. We already asked about expedition. Yeah. We have Sherman as part of our party now. Oh, we didn't get his signature. You do not need to apologize for distracting. Sign. He takes the voucher from you and examines it. He signs the paper and hands it back to you. There you are, my friend. You should get Yellen to sign this voucher as well. I'm sure Siegel holds him in his trust. All right. First, let's talk to a ruggedly handsome American soldier. Let's hope that Sherman's a tank in the group. We'll have to check. The blonde man, so many of the characters are blonde, gives a great sigh of relief. Thank you, sir. Things were looking mighty grim until you arrived. I'm sorry, he has a name now. Or the first name. I'm Major Greg Dupre. I used to be with the United States Cavalry. Now I usually ride shotgun wherever Yellen goes. I'm excited. All right, let's ask about Grim. That cave-in was more frightening than a band of Comanche. Seen that firsthand, too. Well, it is historically accurate. Well, I used to be an Indian fighter. Then one day I met up with some Sioux. It was my duty to escort them to new lands. Oh dear. Nicest bunch of indigenous folk you could imagine. He frowns. What the U.S. Army is doing don't seem right to me. So I put in my papers and got a discharge. I've been working with Yellen since then. Thankfully, at least he didn't like what was happening. But essentially his job was to escort indigenous folk on the Trail of Tears. Oh dear. Sorry for the dose of history. Honestly, this game though has a lot of history to it, and it's a fun adventure in fictional history, but with doses of actual history, because the best stories include the truth as much as possible. Which is, like, lies work best if there's a lot of truth in them. I asked about Yellen. He saved my bacon many a time. You have bacon? Bacon? Beacon? He can't help us with bacon from the Streampunks. Fine. Cavalry. I'm much more fond of riding than shooting. He smiles. Went and got my bunny doll? She's dressed as a strawberry! Let's see. You want my signature for Ol Segal? Sure, I'd be glad to. He takes the note and puts his signature on it. Now join me! Well, if I wasn't already working with Yellen, I'd jump at the chance. But no, my place is with Yellen. Say what now? Dupre doesn't join the party? Where's Yellen? What? I have it confused. Dupre's always in the party. Also, these caves we will need to explore, but I need to find Yellen and get his signature. Maybe you need to be yelling louder. Points. All right, where's Yellen? Sherman only has 88 hit points right now. So definitely not tanking at the moment. Yellen. Thanks again for your help. Anything I can do for your friend? Sign? Oh, I'll sign and gladly. Dr. Yellen moves his spectacles nearer the tip of his nose. With a small fountain pen, he signs the voucher. He hands the voucher back to you. I can hardly repay you by signing this note. I will, however, do my very best to ensure the safety of you and your companions. Mars is full of hidden dangers. Join me. No, friend, but I thank you for the offer. So long, friend. We don't get to have Dupre in the party. This is a confusion. We've got Sherman, who's got a gun. He's got a pouch. And he has a copy of Infierno by Dante Alighieri. Alighieri? I don't actually know how to say Dante's last name. Alighieri? Anyway, he has a copy of Dante's Inferno. The book is in Italian, with an English translation appended. In the story, a poet goes on an allegorical journey through hell, guided by the wonderful and muse-like Lady Beatrice. Why does Sherman have a copy of Dante's Inferno? All right, he's got 12 Oxium. He doesn't have much in the way of armor. Oh, and also guided by his many personal grudges. I may have played in a D&D one-shot based on Dante's Inferno, and my Loxodon wizard may have signed a contract with the devil at the end. Midway upon the journey of our life, I found myself within a forest dark, where the straightforward pathway had been lost. Oh, signing contracts with devils is totally, like, always do the bad idea. That was actually a streamed game, and it could be watched if you really wanted to know. It's on the, well, it could theoretically be watched. I say theoretically because it lives on the library's YouTube channel, which presently doesn't exist. There was a transition happening at work from Google-based to Microsoft-based email and calendaring. And as part of that, the library's YouTube channel vanished. It was not supposed to go away, but it's gone. And last I heard, they are working on recovering it. I have the video and could potentially put it up online somewhere else if we have to completely recreate the channel. Like, the video exists as a file that we could put up again, but yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I have a couple streamed games that I played in and a couple that I GM'd that are on the library's YouTube channel, except that they're not because the channel doesn't exist right now. Which means that all of my Archival Adventures videos that are linked to a playlist on my personal YouTube are also presently not viewable there. I do have them on my personal YouTube on private unpublished playlists because I uploaded them to my own separately just so that I would have them. And I could take those playlists live, but I'm glad I took the precaution because I was like, yeah, I can't trust that these are never going to disappear. And oh boy, I was right. I feel like we've leveled so much that bringing a new character in who is nowhere close to our level is just weird. He's level 2. Dibs is 5. Nellie's 5. Spectre is 6. And I'm 7. Schrodinger's playlist. It exists, but it doesn't, Zen. And the thing is, I only know, like, they didn't tell anybody. I only know because yesterday I went to upload Wednesday's Archival Adventures and add it to the library's YouTube channel, and there was no channel. And then so I asked on our Google Changes Slack channel, I was like, I was under the impression that this YouTube channel was supposed to be sticking around, but it appears to no longer exist. And that's when they told me that, yeah, it was not supposed to go away, and they're presently working to restore it. Thankfully, all I would lose if they're not able to recover it, all I would lose is about a month's worth of, actually just a couple weeks worth of viewership data, like numbers, because I have all the videos, and the last time I pulled viewership counts was earlier in February, so I wouldn't actually lose a lot, but it's just like, what's going on? I have to explore the caves just to see if there's anything else here. And I'm taking the well-worn method of always turn right. I would lose some sanity being mad about what fried cucumber did the migration. Well, the thing is, I was upset about it mostly because there had been mention specifically of other Google services like Google Chat and YouTube and stuff like that that had come up before the migration happened. And it was indicated that if you had a personal YouTube tied to your account, that it would probably be going away. But that departmental things like the library's YouTube channel were not supposed to be affected at all. So I had asked specifically, like a week before the migration, for confirmation that the library's channel would not be affected, and was told would not be affected. So that's why I was annoyed. I could have come up with something else, But anyway, thank you for the self-care, Elixir. Technically, all of the archival adventures, well, let me rephrase. Technically, nearly all of the archival adventures VODs are on the library's Twitch channel in playlists. There are a couple of episodes that don't exist there because they disappeared from the Twitch channel and I downloaded them from my personal Twitch channel to get them onto the YouTube. They were all on the YouTube. Some of them are missing from the library's Twitch channel. I could put them up as VODs on my Twitch channel, but that's because I have accepted affiliate status, which means I could upload videos. Ooh, unlurk. Shadows of Life has struck from the shadows and landed a critical hit. Great job on your stealthing. I have no idea if I'm walking in circles or... Hey, you know what? I have a map. I should map. I could map, but also, like, I don't need to because one exists. I just have to find it. Come on. Come on. All right. Clue book. Maps of Mars. Syrtis Major Mines, page 15. Maps are for organized people. Like I could totally do like a enthusiame and map it myself, but you all wouldn't get to see the maps, and I need page 15. Ooh, there's the Syrtis Major Labyrinth, which we have not entered. But Syrtis Major Mines is where we are. Interesting, the compass. On our first journey to these mines, we were able to rescue two good men. Dr. Yellen met us outside, and Mr. Sherman and Mr. Sherman and Major Dupre were trapped inside. The tools necessary to free them were in the shack just outside the entrance. These mines became even more important when we discovered that they contained iron. The right-hand branch at the entrance provided the most accessible ore. Testing along the north face of this branch, we located a deposit and drilled until we had enough ore for Mr. Carnegie to complete the space cannon. It was, of course, quite fortunate that the cart track ran beside these deposits, but loading the ore as we drilled it, we were able to extract all of the ore we needed from one deposit. When we later had the chance to explore these mines, we found Oxium to the north and in the halls to the west. The farthest point west also yielded several rounds of ammunition. Wait, you only just realized that there's movement in the game recently? I've been walking around. We do have the map. So the entrance, there's the iron ore, there's where we found the people, there's more iron ore, there's Oxium up here, dirt money, ammunition and Oxium, dirt money? It does, yes, because I'm in the cave, and I don't even have a lantern lit at the moment. Do I have easy access to one? Put down your sling, put up your lantern. Do you have any lamp oil, though? Of course not. No lamp oil. I dropped all the lamp oil, didn't I? Because I am so smart. SMRT. Ooh, but Spectre has a torch. Song Trilogy. Nothing to light the torch with? Give Spectre a match. Thank you, Nellie Bly. Oh, Nellie's walking around with a Derringer with no ammunition. Wait. Where did you put your Derringer? Okay. We die like men in the dark. Yeah, it's just Ultima sometimes. What do you mean? Use match on torch. Thank you. I was like, nothing to light the torch with. I've got a freaking match. All right. I don't actually know where in the tunnel I am. Our songs know what you did in the dark. I think... No, I honestly, truly have no clue where I am. Because I did a good job of get yourself lost. Get yourself lost. Ooh, I think I know where I am now. On Mars, indeed. Yep, I know exactly where I am now. Okay. It's good to find yourself. Sometimes. Sometimes it's also good to get lost. All right. That tunnel upwards has nothing. Railroad tracks. If I go all the way until the tracks hit a wall, if I go northward to the wall, hopefully we can keep the White Walkers out. Going northward to the wall. Ooh. A vein of coal? Do I want it? Is there any reason I would want it? The ground is not clear for digging. What? I don't know what I need the coal for anyway, but apparently there's coal in here. There's coal in that there cave. Oxium should exist here-ish, according to the map. Look. I only found berries. Santa will be pleased. But I did get a sat. It's, okay, move green berry there, move red berry there. Let's try. Maybe the shovel? The map says that there's oxium here. I do not see oxium here. The map lies. Then wall. I don't... You see Earth? There's shouldn't be Earth here. We're on Mars. Auto ad is about to start, so we'll be taking a 3-minute break, and we will return to the confusion of how did we see Earth in a cave on Mars in just a couple minutes. Okay. I believe that the ad break should be over. So welcome back, everybody. And I think that we're all helping Elixir replicate dinner. So thanks for that. I think that we're not meant to explore right now. I bet the Oxium is here later in the game. I'm going to look for this dirt money, though, because what the heck is dirt money? Also, hello, Ammonite. Ammonoids. Does anybody remember the Noid? From the old Domino's commercials? Spaghetti with sun-dried tomatoes for everyone who's in your house. Oh, that is a dish that I would not normally serve to a cat, but okay. Disturbed ground. Use the shovel. Oh. Oh. All right, everybody move out of the way. Please, yes. Just stay where you are and we will... Hi, Puddle Glam! Use the shovel on the thing. Something. Searching here, you find a piece of dirt money. And Martian jewelry. What is dirt money? What? Money from dirt, exactly. Silk scarf. I wonder. She can wear the Martian jewelry. I'm sure any of them could, but do I have? I think I had other dirt money at some point, but oh, I think I also like got rid of it because I'm like, I don't know what it's for. But if that means so where was the oxium? It was more an implication that you can't feed chat because we can't send food through the internet. What do you mean we can't send food through the internet? We can't send food through the internet? All right, so I guess I'm looking for disturbed earth. I am disturbed by the fact that there's supposed to be oxium here, and yet... What the heck? I didn't see it before. And what? You hear something to the east. I was grazed by something. What was I grazed by? I don't know. Wait. On janitor? A janitor? That's a janitor? I am having difficulties. You sort of can if you know someone's address and have a credit card. Exactly. I have confused myself. I thought that was oxium, but it wasn't. It's fine. Yeah, a janitor is a robot. I swear, the clue book says there's oxium here. I, however, do not see where. So that's fine. It's not like I need much. Do cows graze there as well? Supposedly? I don't know. All I know is that we were grazed. All right, let's poke about a little more. There's supposed to be ammunition, which is honestly the thing that I want most. I suppose we could harvest the iron, but we don't have a mission to do so right now. Other than, well, I mean, they wanted to get iron, so maybe we should. But I don't see, there should be iron here. In Soviet Mars, cows graze you. Oh gosh, those are... It's been a while since I heard one of those jokes. A Martian wheelbarrow. It is empty. Speaking of Soviet, I watched a movie last night with Philip. One that I saw... Very long week. No, it's fine, Puddlecum. One that I saw during my convalescent film festival, but Philip hadn't seen it, and it was good. It was a good movie. Oh, can I just get the iron ore? I am confused. What am I supposed to do with this iron ore? Apparently I can move it with a shovel. Oops. Use shovel on iron ore. Into the wheelbarrow! Anyway, I rewatched Tetris last night. It was Philip's first time seeing it. It was a good movie. It is a really good movie. Surprisingly. It's a thriller. It is sort of like I likened it to Argo. Because similar style of thriller. Ooh, gears. I can't get the gears. Of course I can't get the gears. Arg. Use pickaxe on Oxium Geode. Are you? It's fine. Fine. It's fine. What do you mean the ground is not? I have forgotten how to do anything. Hammer? Yes. Holy mackerel. I have recalled how to do thing. Are you kidding me? Did I do that? I tried so good to be organized. I put things in the wrong bins. I don't know, let's give all of this to our new guy so he can breathe. And then let's have him pick up the geode or the gears. What geodes, gears, whatever. Hi, everybody. Oh dear. I don't even remember what I was saying. I was saying something, but I don't remember. Oh yeah, we watched Tetris. Tetris was it's a good movie. It's all about like the issues with legality of licensing Tetris for worldwide distribution in the 1980s. And it is a really interesting story. I definitely would recommend it. I can't use the pick on the wall. Can I use the shovel? Oh, hand drill. I have a hand drill. Can I use a hand drill? Can't be used. Maybe I have to have the drill over here. Yes and no, Detective Zen. Yes and no. It wasn't exactly smuggled out. It's just that there was, let's say, disrespect or Russian interest in getting it out of the country. Regarding gripping stories, I remember staying up late once when I still lived with my parents, and my dad and I watched a dramatized version of Richard Feynman's involvement in the congressional investigation of the Challenger disaster. I haven't seen that, and now I need to. I actually have the like NASA documentary about Challenger on DVD and have watched it multiple times. A chisel has no effect on iron ore. Obviously. Yeah, I think I have to have the like big power drill in order to get that out of the wall. But that's why I'm here experimenting. You left the kitchen and came back to someone else getting drilled? Exactly. The drilling never ceases on this channel. I don't. Do you know in the USSR they used to use old X-rays to make records / bootlegs of music from the West? They used X-rays? I didn't know that. Like, I knew they bootlegged stuff, but I didn't know about use of X-rays to do so. You can press them into records. Oh, like X-ray the record. If Minecraft taught me anything, you should use a cobblestone pickaxe on iron ore. No, literal X-ray films. Huh. That's interesting. Cut the records out of the X-ray film. Hey, people are gonna get what they want somehow. All right. I see a shovel. I see another empty wheelbarrow. Okay. I don't know. I have the signatures. I haven't talked to Carnegie. I don't technically have a mission to collect the iron. I feel like I should just... I got the signatures, so I should return to Olympus. Maybe? I have lost. No, come on. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Y'all. Sometimes I feel useless. Did you never see those thin plastic records that look like they're made out of transparencies? I never saw a transparency one. I've seen the flexible ones that they used to put in magazines, but I never saw any transparent ones. But yeah, that makes total sense that they could have done that. I never would have thought of it. But yeah, X-ray film would be the same. It would be the same. Essentially the same type of material as those floppy records. Bone ones? Records made out of bone. This makes total sense. The pictures stayed on the records when pressed. Of course. Those are some metal records. In a different sense of the word metal, but y'all know what I mean. Iron ore. Iron or what? Iron! There's no room for the iron ore. Oh, I need a cart. This is why the Martians made robot. Where are the robot? Oh, I didn't mean to leave. Link privileges? Yeah. We should be able to do that if one of the mods wants to just, like, toss a permit. There's an ammonoid fighting a janitor somewhere around here. Or I can do it too. Haha! Yeah, you should be able to drop link now. You should be able to drop a link now. You should be able to drop link. Oh, wow. I have never seen those before. Those are wow. He's just like sort of weird. Like that's somebody's skeleton. That is so interesting. The skull here. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that. I had not seen those before. I have interesting and cool associated friends that show and share the most interesting things. Hello, heart o' mine. But how do... It won't go in that direction. I'm not surprised by that, but also, how do I turn it? Because the turning, I have the switch. Wait, see, oh, thank you. Ah. Y'all, I completely forgot. Thank you. It's not like I did anything especially wondrous. I tried to move a minecart and was unable to get it where it needs to be. All right. So this track goes up, and there's a track that goes right, but there doesn't seem to be a switch to switch between them, and I don't know how I'm gonna address that. I could pull the lever, Kronk. Oh. One would think, but I don't remember seeing a cart here either. Yeah, there's no cart here. Unless, is there a cart outside that I need to bring in? I suppose that's possible. Let's look. I don't think it's the case though. Oh, but maybe there is. Maybe there is. There is. That's what it is. I have solved the puzzle. It wasn't much of a puzzle, was it? All right. It won't go that direction. Use switch bar. Use switch bar. Drop. Use. Turns loosely. I think we need power before we can do it. Unless... wrench? Haha! Wrench. It was the wrench was the solution. Now shovels. Use shovel on iron ore. Move into cart. Yay. Shovel, iron, cart. I have no idea how much I need. It has 5 loads of iron ore. I wonder how many I'm going to need. I'm doing this well before I have them. I don't even have the mission. Because I haven't gone to talk to Carnegie yet. Oops. But it's clear that this is necessary, yeah? There's no more rum! It has 7 loads. I managed to pull 7 loads out of it. What? I know I heard sounds. Like that the track was weird, but... Whatever. Oh dear. It is nighttime. Which on Mars means you better heckin' sleep. I'm too near. All right. Now there's 5 of us in the tent. Rest until sunrise. Dibs has a dream. He sees 3 stone obelisks, one inscribed with a book, one a heart, and one a sword. He feels drawn to one of the obelisks. Does Dibs touch the obelisk with the book, the heart, or the sword? I mean, Dibs is our tank. Sherman has a dream. He sees 3 stone obelisks. Which one does he touch? Well... Oh. We'll go sword. Sure. In honor of Sword Portico. And then it was morning. And Sherman was level 3. Thankfully, Sherman needed to level up. You know? Hashtag Sword Portico. Indeed. I think the captioner still automatically captions it as Sword Portico when I say Lord Portico. Sure, or Dibs is level 6. And strength of 22, dex 21, int 16. I think 25 might be the max. I need to remember in future. I keep forgetting. Before I rest, I need to note what their stats are so that I know what to level up. All right, we pulled the iron out, but we need the canals to be filled in order to transport the iron. We have the signatures that we need in order to get into Olympus Mons. So I believe that that is our next destination, which requires trekking a ways. The question is, if I head west, will I end up at the eastern side of the map. Is the game programmed with Mars as a globe or not? I think it's worth finding out. Oh, what's this? What's this? Is rock? But not a rock lobster. Uh-oh, Nellie's out of Oxium. Oh, let's move some Oxium blobs to Nellie Blah. I don't know, let's give her like 15, maybe. She can't carry 15. Why? What? What? Grr, arg. Move. 5 Oxium, please, to Nellie. What do you mean carrying too much already? 1. What? I don't understand. It says she has 28 of 24 stone? No. No. What? She's, oh, I get it. She's carrying too much because she's suffering from oxygen deprivation, which means that she can't actually hold everything she's holding. She can, just not when she has no oxygen. Set down your bag. Now, let's get you some oxygen. There. Now. I had to move so that she would be able to pick her things up again. This is why it's good to keep your players in Oxium. All right, Spectre's down to 3, so let's move some over to him. Dibs has 43. Sherman has 56. All right, everybody's got Oxium. I was like, why can't I give Oxium to her? It was because she was suffering from oxygen deprivation and could no longer hold as much. Which makes sense, but I forgot that that was a thing that could happen. If you can't breathe, your strength is lower. All right, we've got Forest. It's not the Forest of Cheen, but okay, let's oh golly gosh. This is Syrtis Major Planitia. Or sorry, Syrtis Major Planum, not Planitia. Let's get this. Oh, that's the bush. It doesn't have berries on it right now. But I see berries. Give me the berries. Give me the berries. I haven't actually been using the berries. Ooh, gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme. The berries that are growing. Gimme, gimme. The berries that are growing. I don't remember what they do, but I'm gonna get them Anywho, gimme the berries, yeah. Anyway, thanks for tossing the lyrics command. I know it was a very poor rendition of a song, and I was sort of making up lyrics as I went along, but you know, I can't be on all the time. Some days I have an off day, yeah. I definitely have an off day today. I was not in good form for singing. But could you tell what song it was? Anyone at all? It requires knowledge of music theater, and relatively modern music theater, actually. I don't need to go through the labyrinth. I just need to bypass. Maybe the knowledge is buried in your head. Points for Detective Zen. It is a song from a show. Knowledge of musicals on this stream? It's more likely than you'd think. It is a relatively modern show. Actually, it's a thoroughly modern show. Because the song is from Thoroughly Modern Millie. So it's a thoroughly modern show. Slowly we will trek across Mars. Is about the person named Millie? Shadow's got it. Yeah. It's a good musical. I do like the songs. I haven't seen it live. It's based on the movie with Mary Tyler Moore and Carol Channing and oh heck, who played Millie? This is me having a memory moment. Who was in the title role in Thoroughly Modern Millie? Oh, I forgot they explode when they're inflated. Frickin' air squids! No, honestly, was it Julie? Why is my brain not remembering for sure? Was it Julie? Yes, it was Julie Andrews. Thank you. I thought it was, but then I was like, but maybe it wasn't. And then I was paralyzed. Oh, antiquated anachronism. Thank you so much for your confirmation. We have entered the Martian wilderness and are being attacked by plantimals. I also sometimes break out into renditions of Tapioca, which is a song from the movie. Gimme Gimme is a song from the musical, based on the movie. But the Tapioca song was in the movie itself. That was literally a hedgehog. The game earns points by punning. I believe I may have my answer. Like, I think the map is programmed as a globe. So by going this direction, Now you have whose line in your head again. Congratulations. I'm glad that I have provided entertainment that you will enjoy. Ooh. Hello. What are you? Barge controller? Cannon? A Martian barge? I mean, the canals are empty right now, so it won't be useful, but I should note that it exists. Because I'm gonna need that. We are at 3 South 9 West. Barge. All right, 3 South 9 West is barge in canal. Sweetness. I wonder. We should be in Arabia Terra now. If I'm following the map correctly. So, if I continue this direction, there should be a vertical canal. Eventually. Vertical canal located. And then we go north from here. Past the mother lode. I think. Just a Mars warning that the Mars time on the East Coast is now 6:20 p. and we are nearing the end of Mars stream Mars. Thank you, Alexi. I'm gonna at least get to Olympus today, I think, which is good. If we can reach Olympus, maybe Zeus can help us. I don't remember what most of the berries do. I've been collecting them but not using them because I don't remember what they do. I'm pretty sure one of them gives you telepathy, as if Zeus helps people. Yeah. I can't remember if it was the purple ones or the green ones, but one of them gives you the ability to like telekinetically move the Martian tools around. I'm not sure he's the kind of deity that does something for nothing. Be prepared to trade. I will keep that in mind. Okay, so we made it over that. All right, to our west is our is Acidalia planitia. It might make sense to head south again and follow the canal. Because Acidalia planitia is gonna go up in elevation, and trying to navigate a path across it doesn't make sense. We should just go around. For anyone following along in the tiny map above my head, we are somewhere around here. We were somewhere around here and headed west to arrive here, and then we went up and over. This is where we found the barge, way off to the side here. And yeah, now we're roughly here. We are literally traveling the entire freaking planet on foot. Thankfully, we weigh less here. Acidalia planitia. I now have my first child's name. It's Acidalia planitia is an actual geographic feature on Mars. All right, and we should be passing through Lariatus Fossae soon, because we're traveling south of Acidalia planitia, and then we're gonna pass through Lariatus Fossae and then Tractus Catena. And then Serantus Fossae. All because we're trying to head back to Olympus. Hi, Adventures of Tony! Hello, hello! It is good to see you. I have not seen you in a while. We're trying to reach Olympus Mons. By following the canals on Mars, because Mars has dry canals that used to be filled with water. It's also the mid 1800s. All right, this bridge should take us to the town of Olympus. Lots and lots of water. And now we just have to find the gate where the gatekeeper said, hey, you need signatures so that we can make sure that you're not secretly Martians. Secret Martian. Secret Martian. Oh, transport tubes. Still no power. Yo, I am not a Martian. Well, have you brought the signed note I told you to bring? Yes. You've got a note? Let me see it to make sure the signatures are in order. Here, I have a note. Let me see it. He takes the paper from you and examines it thoroughly. I see that you got Sherman's signature. That counts for one. Ah, yes. Yellen's signature is perfectly acceptable. Major Dupre's signature will do nicely. It seems that your paperwork is in order. It's good to see that there are more normal people like us instead of those loonies like at the Elysium settlement. I'm sorry, the what now? Everyone living in Elysium thinks they're Martian. This started soon after they figured out how to use some kind of Martian dream machine. Mr. Siegel says that they've all lost their minds and could be very dangerous. You should stay away from there. Also, if you meet Marcus, make an excuse to leave and get out of there. He's also used the machine and now claims to be able to talk to it. He is clearly insane. Except that last week we talked, or 2 weeks ago, we talked to all of the people that are hosting the minds of the Martians. And it's fine. The Martians are just borrowing their bodies so that they can grow new plant bodies for themselves so that they can reconstitute their civilization. It's fine. It's totally fine. But we have gained access to Olympus. And there's people here. There's a lady. who we will eventually talk to. There's a wooden crate. Because wooden crate. I don't know where to go, and there's no time left. And lady or tiger? Ooh, what are you? A chip of radium. Gimme. Ouch! It's very hot. Yes, yes. I have the radium. I have a feeling that this is going to be Marie Curie. Let us speak now. To the lady, you see a plain, slightly plump European woman. Bonjour. It is very good to meet you. Pardonnez-moi, my English is not too good. I am very involved in my research, so be not offended if my attention does not seem fully upon you. How dare this game try to teach us science? Oh, jeez. I know I'm supposed to be stopping, but... Lady. And we're just a tramp. I mean, geez. I do want to just confirm her name before we go. I would be pleased if you would call me Madame Curie. I like to take the name of my fiancé, whom I miss very much. Of course, we found Marie Curie on Mars. I am continuing my studies in physics to aid in the escape from this planet in whatever way possible. I'm not doing a very good French person speaking English accent, but whatever. Upon our arrival, I soon discovered that the planet was containing a large amount of especially reactive rock. See, you didn't know Marie Curie discovered radium on Mars. It seems that it is quite plenty? No, abundant. It seems to radiate energy, which may be harnessed for various uses. Yes, radiate. I know. I shall call it radium. Yes, that is a good name for it. I shall use that name. I don't have anything else to ask her right now, so we'll end the conversation there. Well, no, we'll ask her to join us first. She stares at you contemplatively, then looks back at her equipment. Merci, non. I would prefer to remain at my research. She smiles and shrugs. It is a difficult decision, mais non? Ah, well, c'est la vie. Au revoir, Rogan. Perhaps we shall speak again soon. Ah, I will save the game. I am now, I have a condition. My hit points are red because I'm carrying a chip of radium that is irradiating me and will slowly kill me over time. Huzzah for the game. I do need to leave it there though, so we'll pick up again next week. What was that word she used? Gradium? Fadium? Madium? It's probably fine. I think Detective Zen, maybe she was talking about Mavity. I don't honestly know. I know I saw it misspelled recently, where some silly person tried to spell it with a GR. I don't know. Thankfully, somebody had crossed out the GR and put in the proper M. Yeah, Mavity. Okay, I do need to just, okay, let's, oh dear. I need to do the credits because I have to go to the grocery store and do stuff and things, but, thank you very, very much, everybody, for joining me today for more Martian Dreams. Thank you, Lord Portico, for gifting a sub to Pretty Witchery. Yay! Thank you, Be Right UK and Be Right UK and Be Right UK for the 500 bits and the 500 bits and the 500 bits. Of course, thank you, Was Not Worth It, for being a subscriber over on my coffee. And thank you to my mods. And of course, to the artists that have made wonderful art and emotes for the stream. And to all of you, because honestly, hanging out and streaming to a chat that is empty and silent would not be anywhere near as much fun. So you all make this happen. I will not be streaming tomorrow. So yeah, no stream tomorrow. Maybe I'll see some of you though in the chat for Eric's game over on GaryCon Live tomorrow evening, because the whatever, the Planescape game he's been running has been great fun, and I was raiding into it, but I need a weekend today for me. I couldn't remember if it was Warg or Ward, but thank you, Pretty Witchery. So I will be there to watch the Ward Rats tomorrow, but I will not be doing my stream before that. Sadly. Mostly because, wow, time off is a thing that you need. But let's see. I don't know where we're gonna go, what we're gonna do now. I will be back. My next stream will be Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern, where we will continue Return to Monkey Island. And then Wednesday will be archive stream. Oh yeah, we're looking at the first publication of the text of Dianetics by L. Ron Hubbard in one of our pulp magazines. So yeah, that's what's happening on Wednesday. Well, I'm looking at options for raids, and I think we're gonna head over to Bree. Yeah. Bree is on doing some art, and we used to raid all the time, and we did a couple weeks ago, but otherwise, yeah, it's been too long. Let's raid Bree. It's really interesting to me the way that it is now suggesting raids, because it never suggests near the top the ones that I actually am going to raid. Anyway, of course, I think I said, but yes, thank you, my mods. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Hopefully, I will see you all again soon. I do have a raid call for you that you can drop in chat when we get over there. It comes in subscriber and non-subscriber flavors. My next stream is Monday. I encourage you all to go and watch the Ward Rats tomorrow. I don't know what else to say, but thank you for joining me, and hopefully I see you all again soon. Until I do, get out there and do some shenanigans.